Thank you, Sandra. Moving on, Mavoko Member of Parliament Patrick Makau was on Wednesday grilled over the fraudulent sale of the East Africa Portland cement land to Kenyans. He denied being involved in the saga when he appeared before police at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations headquarters. Makau condemned the demolitions, describing them as inhuman while calling for a thorough probe. He called on the DCI to do a thorough investigation on the matter without politicizing it. Wabomba Emmanuel tells us more.
As victims of the Mavoko demolitions continue to salvage whatever remains of their once majestic homes in its bid to clear the air over the ongoing demolitions in Mavoko. Mavoko MP Patrick Makau was grilled by DCI over alleged involvement in East Africa Portland sales.
This government has a president. This government has ministers. This government has institutions. And these institutions must be held responsible. I don't want to point a finger at anybody, but it is very unfair.
On Wednesday, 18th of October, the Wiper lawmaker presented himself at the DCI headquarters along Kiambu Road for questioning. However, Mavoko MP Patrick Makau insisted he is innocent and that the summons issued by the DCI over the Army Malukenya Society was merely political.
I don't want to point a finger at anybody, but it is very unfair.
Again, even after judgment, the rush and the way the matter has been treated is really, mind-boggling. People's homes have been destroyed.
After hours of grilling, Makau came out and dismissed reports linking him to the illegal sale of Portland cement land in Athi River.
And I listened to the persons whose houses were demolished. They said they were required to pay for approvals. You all know you cannot build without county government's approval. How are these houses built? Not one, not 100, but in their thousands, without the county government stopping these buildings.
According to the Mavoko MP, he was being crucified for defending innocent locals whose houses has been demolished in the ongoing eviction.
You may tarnish my name. Today I saw nation newspapers, the MP who masterminded. You are already crucifying me without knowing. I want to tell you I'm a very bitter person. Not because you put me on the headlines. When I perform well, you don't put me on the headlines. But with this, which is even an allegation, it's an investigation, you are already crucifying me, defaming my name.
The management of the East Africa Portland Cement Company came out to give a statement, but it turns out a bit of statement were disjointed and conflicting.
Before and after court ruling, East African Portland Cement made direct appeals to illegal invaders to vacate the land and provided a grace period for them to retrieve their belongings.
First was the question on who exactly ordered the evictions by way of demolitions. The company's board chair, Robert Mbithi, intended to deflect.
The one who has ordered eviction of the squatters stroke the invaders is not contained in my statement, and therefore I'm not ready to answer that question.
When pressed further, Mbithi obliged to the pressure, going even as close as mentioning the amount used to facilitate the demolitions.
Yes, we facilitated that demolition in partnership with the government. We ourselves from East African Portland and the government effected the eviction.
How much?
That one
It is ongoing.
It is ongoing, so we will give you consolidated amount as the exercise comes to a halt.
Despite the court ruling that the land squarely belonged to the EAPC and not the Al-Malu Kenya Society, affected occupants of the land claimed that no notice of eviction was served to them, and despite complaining about the humane nature of the demolitions, the EAPC management deemed it fit.
The eviction has been carried out in the manner in which the government deemed necessary to do. According to this statement, they had been given several notices to vacate the land.
The DCI summoned close to 30 individuals believed to have been involved in the fraudulent selling of land belonging to the East Africa Portland Cement Company in Mavoko, Athi River Sub-County. For Maisha Prime Maisha Television, I'm Emmanuel Wabomba.